Hello, everybody. Whoa, whoa, it was noisy. First of all, thank you for coming. Um, and welcome to the Green Innovation Lounge. We are having an event of 1 hour. Today we have a great lineup of clean tech companies, which are right now accelerating in Climate Kick Accelerator, which is hosted by Riga Technical University here in Riga. Just for those who don't know, Climate Kick Acceleration Program is an initiative of European Innovation and Technology Institute, which is one of the main organizations helping to boost innovative startup companies around Europe. So today in a lineup we are having 10 startups which will do a 3-minute pitch, and we will have an excellent opportunity to ask questions for another 2 minutes. So as the first one for today, I would love to introduce you with a drone plan. Victors, welcome on the stage.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And just giving some very brief intro about what you do. Drone Plan is a technology-based company which is doing monitoring of infrastructure, mainly which industry?
Yeah, this is mostly for the overhead power lines, so it's electrical distribution industry. It's great product. I think you'll be quite excited about know how in this moment could possible to do the inspection, the new way how to do this, more efficient way, more interesting. Okay, can we start? Yep, can we? Okay, so my name is Victor, I'm CEO and the founder of Drone Plan. So now you can see on the picture is the overhead power lines isolators, damaged one. Due to this can be disconnected from electricity entire area. Like just imagine, like Riga. Not happen this kind of failure, we need to do the inspection with the quality and regularly. Problem is, traditional way to do the inspection is very high cost, with the huge risk for the people. You can imagine work on height with such tension. And for sure it's time consuming, and one more, it's huge impact to the environment. Our solution is really to replace the people from this endurance and save the money, to replace with the full autonomous drone, industrial one, occupied with special sensor. It's quite easy. 3 steps you need to do it. First one, you must to prepare your schedule, what you want to do there. So it's mean they prepare what kind of assets you want to inspect, what kind of resources needed. Everything is can do with our aerial information platform. Second step, go on place, take out your drone, connect to our ground control station, and execute the job. The drone will do all the job automatically. Return to on base, and here you go. And the last but not least is the procedure of creation of the report. Upload everything to the cloud, and cloud will do all the job. They will generate the report. You can see what is really happening to your assets and what kind of activity must be done. So our solution is not just saving cost, but it's really new way how to do the inspection. It's to reduce the endurance and the risk for the people. It's improve the quality and improve the equipment availability. And the last but not least is the green service, because we don't put the CO emission to the atmosphere. So our opportunity only for overhead power lines, 215 million euros. And we're already starting working with the Finland for this moment to do the piloting. Our business model and sales using the franchising and dealership. So for each country we will have our own distributor, and you will going to proceed with the sales in each countries. So to do this, for sure, we need a great and technological, let's say, support team, and we have it. 10 years experience in industrial assets inspection and the maintenance, and 12 years experience of the software development. This team can do this job. Our let's say, next goals will be finalizing of our local here, Latvia, company AST with piloting. We're already doing for them inspection in several area. And for sure, we're not closing our service only for the overhead power lines. It also will be inspection for the wind turbines and plus the telecommunication towers. We offering the opportunity for an investment to our company. It's 115K euros for 15 equity. If you're really interested and you want to know more in detail about our solution, please let me in and we can talk and discuss it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's go for questions from the audience.
Who's your main competition?
We have two-way the competitions, direct and not direct. Direct one is two companies. One is in the United States, its name is Airware. Second is from Finland, it's called the Sharp and Shape.
Any questions? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you have already product ready to sell, or what is stage?
We are on the stage of MVP. So we are testing our MVP with our clients now already.
Thank you. So maybe I missed it, but the business model, is it like some subscription or how you go around?
This is subscription and the service going to be provided by dealer, which is like based on each country. So a key person, and they will going to make the sales going to be used from this dealer. So not directly for us, but for using the dealer. So in this moment, we already have in Finland and United Kingdom, our, let's say, key person, our distribution company, like distribution, the key person. Any more question, please? Yuris, maybe you? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again. As the next presenter is Snowvision. And floor is yours.
Hello, my name is Alexey, and I'm CEO of Snowvision. We develop new technology to monitor snow cover at ski resorts. Why? Because ski resorts is not only a nice leisure, it's also a huge industry with an annual turnover of 30 billion euro. And to get this revenue, ski resorts must have appropriate snow conditions. And if you would like to calculate how much exactly snow do you need for the next several days, you would need to know snow mass, which is volume multiplied by density, and snow temperature. But in fact, ski resorts don't have such instrument. That's why they produce artificial snow always when they have appropriate weather conditions. And in this way, 50% of the snow is overproduced, which results in huge costs. One big ski resort can spend up to 3 million euro per year only for snow production. And here comes Snowvision with our unique long-range sensor, which can measure all the snow main parameters in real time and fully automatically. And we can use this data to create a real-time map of snow cover, and also we can use this data in snow forecast modeling program to reduce snow production, increase ski days, and improve snow maintenance, which can lead to savings up to 40% of this cost. Our main competitor is a technology which attach GPS sensor to a snow groomer, and in this way they can measure only a snow depth, and they can save on snow grooming up to 20%. Snowvision measures microwaves radiated from atmosphere and snow, and we can measure all the main snow parameters in real time and automatically, and we can save on grooming and also on snow production costs up to 40%. We already have raised some funding. We created and successfully tested our prototype. We have won a French Tech Ticket competition and a Climate Kick grant. And finally, we have found our first potential customer. And next week, we start a pilot project with them at Saint François Longchamp in France. So now we are looking for 50,000 euro, and later we will need 300,000. And our target market is 500 biggest ski resorts, which means 10,000 devices sold and 500 million revenue in sales. And last but not least, our social mission is to share part of our profit to deliver potable water to regions which face with water scarcity. So, Alexei, Snow Vision, 50K, let's do it together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent pitch. Questions?
Who buys you?
Pardon?
Who buys you?
Who is our customer?
No, who buys you? Like let's say I give you 350 grand, right? I'm going to be expecting $3.5 million back in 3 years' time. Who buys you?
What is our exit strategy? Okay. For example, one of our competitors, company Snowset, was acquired by a big Austrian concern, Kassbohrer, which produce all kind of equipment for ski resorts like snow groomers and ski lifts and other devices. In this industry, there are several big companies which overtake the market and serves many different products to ski resorts. So we are going to be acquired by such company.
How did you identify this opportunity, especially coming from a country like Latvia?
Yes, in the beginning it was hard to communicate with people, but as we have won French Tech Ticket competition, now we have office in Grenoble, so now we can position ourselves as a French-based startup, so no problem anymore.
What equity do you get for 15,000 euros?
We are going to cover our pilot project with ski resort and continue customer development of our product. It means developing software, engineering, and industrial design. For 50K? We can discuss it, but I think it's around 10%.
Who makes your team?
Yes, we are 2 entrepreneurs from Latvia. We have 6 scientists in Russia, and we have industrial expert in France, Carlo Carmagnola, who is expert in snow maintenance, and he is teaching ski resorts how to manage with snow properly.
Yeah.
Carlo is from France. Yeah. Idea is from Russia. From Institute of Applied Physics of Russian Academy of Science.
Can you tell us a bit what's your total addressable market? Like how many potential clients, and then what kind of revenue size are you looking at?
We are going to cover 500 biggest ski resorts all over the world, in Alps, North America, Japan, and China. And we are going to sell up to 10,000 devices, which will give us revenue 500 million euros. Price for one device is 50,000 euros.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
As the next one, air pumps. Unique company. They do revolutionize the heat pump industry, right, Martins?
That's right. Are we gonna have a presentation? Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Martin Stradruk-Sebels and I am the CEO of green energy startup Earth Pumps. At Earth Pumps we have developed an incredible new technology which enables us to harvest energy from the ground and in fact do it in a way that is green and sustainable. And our technology enables us to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by as much as 50%. And moreover, for the investors here, we can do it in a way that is more cost efficient than any existing technology on the market. Global warming is something we are forced to think about every day, whether we like it or not. But did you know that a massive 25% of global greenhouse gas emissions come from heating and cooling related processes in buildings? And worse yet, the dismaying thing here is that these 25% have no good solution to being reduced. That is, until now. At Earth Pumps, we have developed an incredible 8 times more efficient heat pump technology, meaning that for the first time ever, we can allow sustainable geothermal energy to become the world's main source of electrical and thermal energy, that is heating energy. And these 25% could be reduced down to as little as a single percent. And this 24% reduction in global greenhouse gas emissions applies only to heating and cooling. If you apply our technology to electrical power generation, that's another potential 30% or even more. So that means that today we have a technology at our fingertips which allows us to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by as much as a massive 50%. Our solution is a heat pump. A heat pump is a system which moves thermal energy from one point to another, and it uses a small amount of electricity to move a much larger amount of heat. In our case, it's a geothermal heat pump, which means that we collect thermal energy from the ground and we use it to heat a building or to generate electrical power. We've made a major scientific breakthrough. For the first time in heat pump history, we have developed a novel thermodynamic cycle which enables for the efficiency of heat pump operation to be increased up to 8 times. So who's we? Our team consists of a very competent R&D end, which has spent a total of more than 50 years developing this technology, and likewise a competent management side, which has broad experience in various deep tech startups. In January of this year, our team was formed, and in August, we already obtained a climate innovation grant from the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. And just a few days ago, well, actually today, we completed our proof of concept system using this climate innovation funding, which demonstrates the performance of our system in real life. Our next steps are to build an MVP, a fully functioning laboratory prototype which demonstrates all aspects of our technology. And we have already secured €300,000 grant commitment from an institutional investor. And I'm here today looking for €150,000 in co-funding in the form of a convertible note. So if you're interested in changing the world and want to make a handsome profit while at that, let's have a chat. My name is Martin Stradruk-Sebels, and this is Earth Pumps.
Thank you, Martin. Excellent pitch. Thank you, President, for visiting us. Time for questions.
Does it work at different size scales? So can you make small versions and large versions?
It is definitely scalable to an industrial scale of several megawatts as well as a home version.
What about as small as a car? Because one of the biggest heat pump applications right now is electric cars need heat pumps to heat and cool them.
You mean inside the car, right? I believe it definitely can be applied. Our current focus is geothermal heat pumps for domestic or industrial applications because technologically it's the simplest and most closest solution to us.
What is the difference with existing or with competitors in your technology? And please tell a little bit more about this 8 times more efficient.
As I mentioned, we have developed a new thermodynamic cycle. For the last 70 years since heat pumps have been commercially available, they have used something called the Carnot cycle. And what we've done is my team of R&D team is actually a competent team of experimental nuclear physicists, which means that we've gone from thermodynamics to nuclear physics to use intermolecular forces and really work with atoms to reduce the amount of energy that is needed for this process.
Questions? Okay.
Can you specify a bit on your TRL level? Like you mentioned proof of concept MVP, but what is TRL based on your understanding?
I would place our TRL at 4. So we have a proof of concept system, which isn't a fully functional lab prototype even, but it demonstrates the operating principle and clearly shows the performance increase.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
As the next one, welcome Ihar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, President, for visiting us. And here, I'm Mike Maliri and Alimov, co-founder and CEO of eHarv company, where we develop energy harvesting technologies. Our previous speaker talked about the emissions, right? Global warming is one of the radical problems that everyone is facing. And do you know that 30% of the global emission, CO2 comes from agriculture, and 21% comes from power plants? They use the coal and the other types of materials to produce electricity. So here, what we're trying to tackle is the problem that will help us in different ways for the climate change. So problems that we're trying to solve is CO2 emission reduction, adaptation of the wind turbine, which is most of the cases inefficient in terms of the power, and electricity accessibility in some areas are a little bit of a problem where we can actually tackle with our technologies. I will introduce you a product that we have developed with the Climate Kick funding, which is inverter that converts AC power to DC power with a 40% more efficiency compared to the other technologies in the market. Meaning that you have a wind turbine that is 1 kilowatt power rated, but with this product, you can harvest 1.4 kilowatt, 40% more energy than the other inverters in the market. Talking about a competitive advantage, why we're there, why we can win ABB or the other big players. We're targeting a small market. Our market is up to 1 kilowatt power generators. Therefore, here we can see that 40% more energy harvesting is one of the core competitive advantages that we have. And less turbines is used, and small turbine offering, from our case, is a product that we see in the future. So applications where we can apply and what we're offering. What we're offering is the full package in small inverter and a small wind turbine for smart city applications, rural areas, farms, and isolated arms, because we have done the research with the customer discovery where we found a good application for smart cities to power up the sensors, Wi-Fi's with the small wind turbines. And a lot of farms, they suffer using diesel, oil, different materials or the sources to power their water pumps or the other their gadgets. Market size. The total market size in wind turbines is in billions. So you can see here, our market size is there over 240 cities, 3,000 islands, and 112 million farms in EU that we can target. Business model, we're going to the B2B market where we offer licensing fee and our full technologies. And we have intention to go to the B2C market offering a turbine and small inverter together. We're looking for 50K euros investment in a mentorship, a partnership, in order to validate our concept fully and to target the market that we're aiming for. So here we have the core team where I'm an engineer in electronics. We have a Farmon from a business background. We have a mechatronics and mechanical engineer guy. And we're changing the world to make it better, to make it more cleaner. If you're with us, contact me later.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go for tough questions. Who is first?
In power generation, small wind turbines is not the direction to go. So why have you chosen this perhaps small and not very commercially viable first market?
So why we chose the small wind turbine market? If you pay attention to the market size, we have a big megawatt, kilowatt wind turbines, right? And we don't have, there is a small gap which is left for us, for small companies like us, to tackle, to power up small devices. Because no one wants to put a big wind turbine to power up, I don't know, 50-watt sensor or Wi-Fi. And no one wants to put a big turbine in the city which will not rotate because of the wind speed. With a small turbine, what it can do, you can put in these small cities, and with the moderate speed of the wind, it can generate enough power to power up your devices. Because we have talked to the smart cities in Stockholm, Norrköping, they validated that they need such system because they are facing the problem using the batteries. Because if you use a battery in a -degree in winter, like in Stockholm, lithium-ion battery, it degrades and discharges fast. So this is the solution for a small niche market that we are trying to tackle going for.
Thank you. Any other questions? Then thank you. Thank you for presentation. As the next one, Adaplab, the startup company which is taking control over electricity consumption, right?
Yes.
Welcome.
Not only. Hello, everyone. President. I'm Raivis, and this is Adaplab. We bring quality and efficiency to energy, oil and gas, chemical, and other process industries with our adaptive self-tuning software solutions. So I can give you many examples of different processes where our optimizing solution software could be applied, but let's focus on one. Let's take an example from the urban economy, city's water supply pump station. So current software, pump control software, does not adapt to different modes, process modes, which in this case is pressure changes within the water system. And as a result, often exceeding the pump load more than it is required. What we offer by adding our adaptive software to pump control in city water supply plants with 150 kilowatt power, we could potentially increase its energy efficiency by 10%, saving around 10,000 euros on electricity bill per year. And thus it can be many other different similar process types. We have already gained the recognition from two major companies like Danfoss and ABB, where they can confirm that such a optimizing technology has great potential and that future focus is on increasing hardware intelligence, control hardware intelligence. Earlier this year, we have succeeded to the finals of the ABB Drives Innovation Challenge, where Adaplab was picked out of 100 other technology companies. And here the Vice President at ABB awards us the finalist plaque. So we are, at the moment, we have released, so as of September, we have released our first product, Self-Tuner, to the market through ABB's company B&R, and we have signed the software license sales agreement with them. So now, as of 2018, we expect the first sales. They sell around 100,000 hardware units per year, so part of it will use our Self-Tuner software. The next step is to develop our Self-Tuner software under 4 more major software platforms, which is Siemens, Schneider, National Instruments, Codesys, so to bring it more available for our future customers. And then our first product has its limitations, so to unlock further possibilities, we are aiming to complete the development of adaptive software solution and validate its advantages in a pump system by July 2018. So this will give us a broader market reach and availability to cooperate with the companies like Danfoss and ABB that each sell over 5 million control hardware units per year. So part of it could be equipped with our adaptive software. We have already raised 65,000 euros for development of our software solutions, and we're looking for 160,000 more in order to bring it to the next level and cooperate with such giants. Thank you.
Thank you, Raivis.
How many people in the team and what do they do?
So we have a team of six scientists that develop control algorithms from Russian Institute of Control Sciences. There is myself as an entrepreneur. We have 4 industry experts from different industry fields that consult us, and 1 business angel.
Are they all full-time?
At the moment, no, we're not fully occupied.
Okay.
Questions? Thank you. Let's move forward. The next company, Unique. Nivetap does builds a new technology how to code different kind of products.
You know how struggling I am, because all morning we were discussing our project, and thank you very much for your time and patience.
The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. My name is Pauls Razmaevs. I am representing Nivetap. I'm CEO, and we are doing an affordable and portable system to make coating, and we are coating metals on different wide range of materials, and we already tested it with the real clients, with the real products which are used nowadays and like by almost everyone. And what we can do an affordable and available system for small producers which can implement this in-house. We can increase productivity by decreasing production cycle time, meaning that there is no waste of time sending your product somewhere else. And we can increase durability by providing a really super strong coating. Let's make an example with I'm standing in the middle. Let's make an example with the 3D industry. That's why we're primarily addressing it, as it's really growing rapidly. The usual printed, like for example, like engine, their durability will be like X time, and nowadays it's not enough. And we're going to increase our durability with our system by at least 3 times, and only increasing the costs of 1/3. And usually companies are spending millions and millions on developing new materials which are much more expensive. And what is the system? What is vacuum coating? All we know what is vacuum. Vacuum is nothing. And what is a coating? For example, you're painting a wood. And vacuum coating meaning that between the paint and the material you're going to coat, there's going to be nothing. That's why vacuum is really very useful for us. And what is our competitive advantage? We provide equality in a really small desktop system. At the same time, it's fully autonomous, meaning there is no scientist needed to use your system. So me or you can use the system easily. And what is the market we're targeting? Like the market of vacuum coating and all the materials is around 20 billion, but the market we are aiming is a 3D. It's going to be around 50 billion in the next few years, and it's growing 5 times faster. That's a vacuum coating market. What is our main business model? First of all, there's a direct sales for customers who are daily using the system, and we need 100K for developing a direct sale line. And another model is that the clients which need to single time using of product, they need like just a service, just coat once. And for that, we need to open our service line, which will cost around 170K. Our call to action is at least 100K. We are ready to give 10% of equity. We are looking really for smart money who can help us. And we are willing to become a first high-quality industry, like coating industry for 3D. Our return is around 4 to 5 years. Thank you very much. Our team, is 3 entrepreneurs: me, Marina, and Maria. Our scientist team has also 3 members, and we are also supported with the reactor, commercialization reactor, the technical support. Thank you very much. If you find our project interesting, feel free to communicate me.
Thank you, Pavel. Time for questions.
2 questions. 1, how much does a single unit cost? And 2, how many full-time engineers do you have working in the company?
First question, like the cost is around 60K. Depending on the autonomous you need, the materials you're going to coat, it's like can vary, but the standard price is around 60K. And the next question, we have 3 engineers working. 2 of them are part-time, 1 is full-time working with us.
I assume it's a batch coder, so what's your cycle time and how much can you put through in one batch?
Depending on the size of the material you're going to coat, if it's a small part, you can put like 10 of them inside and coat. It's around 1 hour. It's a magnetron sputtering. It's not super fast, but that's why we are aiming small scale production. For example, you're printing, you have 1 printer, you're printed 1 detail, and you need to coat it. That's why, yes, it's our primary source. Did I answer your question? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Airboard, on the stage.
Yep. Hello, everybody. My name is Elvis, and I'm the founder and CEO of Airboard. At Airboard, we are on a mission to improve the way people move all around the world. With our latest product, the world's smallest manned aircraft, Airboard. Airboard is a drone powerful enough to lift a person and carry it in the air from point A to point B. It is an all-electric platform with 4 arms and 8 propellers covered with a metal mesh and powered by 8 really powerful independent electric motors. To control the aircraft, the person is standing on the aircraft, holding to a fixed handle and leaning in the direction he or she wants to go, just like a flying Segway. So the market use cases range from consumer recreational use cases like yacht-to-yacht transportation, resort transportation, industrial use cases like pallet ship replacement, airport security control, as well as military use cases like border security control, military base inspection, and of course, search and rescue. From current alternatives, we distinguish 2 main competitive advantages. Number 1, consumer-focused design and ease of use that is unparalleled in the industry. And number 2, in-house design battery technology that provides up to 2 times of increased flight distance than these alternatives. As of the moment, there are already 35 reservations placed on Airboard where customers agree to pay a $5,000 reservation deposit in principle. And so our team consists of 6 really amazing people. I myself, I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur. I started my entrepreneurial career at the age of 12, and at the age of 16, I became the first person in this country to legally register a business at the age of 16 with special permission from Core of Latvia to do so while being underage. Our mechatronics engineer, Kaspars, has multiple years of experience in robotics and drones, and our electrical engineer, Ivars, has worked on the fastest electric car in the world. We also have great mentors and advisors, including Infogram founder Uldis Leiderts, CEO of Cream Finance Mati Sansviesuls, and maybe one of the most prominent VCs in Silicon Valley, billionaire Tim Draper. We're raising $150,000 for the development of the manned version, from which $55,000 are still open in the round for a $4.15 million cap YC standard safe. So as of the moment, we have designed our unmanned prototype, gained customer reservations, as well as international media recognition and several national awards. On top of all of that, a couple of months ago, we just returned back from one of the top accelerators in Silicon Valley, run by the 4th-generation venture capitalist Adam Draper, Boost VC. So thank you, everybody, and let's build a future together.
Thank you. Ambitious pitch. Questions?
Hi, what is the speed and the range of the device?
Yeah, the speed is about 45 kilometers per hour. It's pretty fast. It's actually artificially limited because of that. And the range is around 5 to 6 kilometers, depending actually on the weather conditions and the speed that you're riding with.
Hello. How far are you from the prototype or from the first flight?
Yeah, this is a really good question. Currently, we have tested our unmanned prototype with 60 kilograms of cargo. Right now, we're building our next version, which is going to be able to lift 120 kilograms and a person. So we're currently in this sort of unmanned prototype stage, testing with cargo, and the next step is really to test with a person in a couple of months.
Questions? If not, thank you. Welcome, Nanotech.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Julia Adomaitite, and I'm representing Adio Nanotech. Our company helps to discover novel nanomaterial with scalable production method. How do you think? How long it takes to develop novel nanomaterial? Weeks, months, or years? Yes, it takes years, because companies they develop and test hundreds of materials before they find the one that fits the application need. When they found that, they meet the second challenge to develop cost-efficient and scalable way to produce these novel nanomaterials. That is why companies are spending hundreds of millions of dollars on their research and development departments. Of course, it takes time, money, competence, and high risks, because a lot of materials that even fit the application need, they never come to the market because they are even cost inefficient or they are not scalable. That is why our company coming to help these companies to develop novel nanomaterials in a most simple way with cost-efficient and scalable method. Our method can be used for any simple matter, for complex compounds, for materials with controlled properties, with high industry standards, and is cost-efficient and scalable. As you know, automotive industry is a major consumer of material technologies, and right now on the market there is a huge challenge to develop electric vehicle, and nanotechnologies promises to improve the performance of existing technologies. One of them, it is battery. The second one, materials which are used in the car, metal, plastic. Third one, engine, and of course tires. Our company has developed 3 novel nanomaterials that already are under the test with the automotive industrial partner. One of them is silicon in graphene for energy storage applications. Second is silicon carbide for polymers. And the third one is graphene platers for trabeological properties. We work very hard with Manchester University to test the silicon graphene for energy storage. Our business model is contracted research and development, contracted manufacturing, and production method licensing. Nanomaterial market is growing very, very fast, and it should reach 32 billion by 2025. We are working with silicon and graphene materials, and as you see, those markets are growing too. We are looking for $250,000 in a seed funding to accomplish our tests with the industrial partners, to sign memorandum of intent, to scale production equipment, to expand our portfolio of nanomaterials, and to implement IP strategy. We received $50,000 from Climate Kick Accelerator. So if you would like to help companies to bring their innovative products on the market and work with nanotechnologies, feel free to talk to me.
Thank you. Time for questions.
How much more money are you going to need before you can actually make regular sales?
These numbers right now are under estimation because it depends from the results of the materials we get with our industrial partners, but I guess around 1 million.
Any other questions? If not, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
As the next one, I would love to introduce Namantic Scooter. It will be all about e-mobility. Matis, stage is yours.
Thank you. My name is Matis, and I'm from the team of Nomadic Scooter. Traffic jams. This is the problem in all major cities. And the situation becomes worse and worse. What are the consequences? Pollution, of course. Therefore, a lot of cities are going to ban cars. What else? People become nervous when they're wasting their time in traffic jams. And who wants stressed employees? No one. Therefore, we have the solution, Nomadic Scooter. Simple as possible, made of aluminum. You can fold it with one click. And when you drive it, you don't need to be worried to scratch some plastic details because it doesn't have them. And it also doesn't have any annoying wires. What it does have, when persons are driving it, they like it. They feel happy. And this is what we are going to offer multinational companies. We are not going to sell them. We are going to rent. We are going to rent electric scooter. And imagine like a vending machine where you can put in this electric scooter and you can charge it as well. You can put this box in the corner of your office. So it's so simple. And what company gets? Company solves problems of their employees. Of course, they got branded scooter and they can get data about how much CO2 they have saved, so they can do some marketing on that. Our clients are the multinational companies who really takes care about their employees. They're offering health insurance, access to fitness centers, so on. This is one more option they can offer. We are looking to top 10 best employers in Europe. And these are the cities that maybe are not the most friendly to the bicycle users. So in these cities, persons are looking for the other solutions. But our test bed is Riga. In next summer, we plan to have 5 clients or 10 clients. And we want to understand, does this work really in the practice? This summer, we tested the electric scooter. For the next summer, we want to offer the whole solution. To do that, we are looking for 150,000 to be in the market of the next summer, and on 2019 to be in Berlin and Munich. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Matis. Let's go for questions.
Hello, Matis. How much in weight is one scooter? Kilos.
In kilos, like more or less like other electric scooters, around 12. This is prototype, and this is 13 kilos.
Mm-hmm. And for this 150,000, what is equity do you offer?
We can discuss about that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Jury members? Where are all the tough questions? Matis, how many years are spent on development?
On this scooter, in general, 2.5 years.
Thank you. And I believe everybody can have a free ride, yeah?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you. The last one. In a row of 10 clean tech startups, alternative plans. Anna, stage is yours.
Massive consumption. This is a key characteristic of cosmetic market. More than 95 billion euros and thousands of tons. This is the annual cosmetic consumption in Europe alone. And we all contribute to this. This massive consumption often results in unsustainable use of natural resources. Consumers are looking for efficacy. And together with my team, for more than 8 years, I helped cosmetic companies to find effective ingredients and to launch great product formulations. During those years, we clearly saw the challenges that cosmetic manufacturers are having to face in the form of availability of ingredients, consistency, quality, and traceability, as well as sustainable production. Some companies even are trying to invent something artificial to breach this efficacy, while nature already has it. But it's not always easy to get. Up to 20% of medicinal plants are threatened and endangered today due to human action and climate change. And hidden treasures, valuable compounds produced by such endangered plants, are totally inaccessible to the industry. Luckily, today we have a solution. Establishment of plant stem cell cultures. We take tiny samples from wild plants without killing them, take them to the lab, find the best conditions to grow cells and to boost production of valuable beneficial substances. We are now able to produce bulk quantities of plant cells without exploitation of land, with minimal water and energy, and we're able to grow this mass of cells in weeks compared to seasons and years. And with this, we make the inaccessible accessible. And using the extraction conditions that we have perfection during the Climate Kick program, we are now producing high value added active ingredients. With that, we make our clients excited and happy. Our clients are cosmetic manufacturers and ingredient distributors, and the value we provide to them is sustainability, efficacy, consistency, and naturalness, all in one. Cosmetic active ingredients market is valued at $2.6 billion and is expected to experience stable growth. And more, we are able with our technology to expand to other markets as well. But technology and idea is nothing with a team that can bring it to reality. And in alternative plants, I have the best team with a long co-working experience, needed knowledge, passion, and dedication to bring this idea of sustainable beauty to everyday life. And we have been recognized for what we are doing. We have received pre-seed funding from one of the leading biotech venture capital funds and gone through a Climate Kick program, but we need your help. We're raising now a seed round of 550,000 euros to establish a full production facility to scale up and break even by 2019. So I invite you to join us in bringing sustainable beauty and efficacy to everyday life. And please visit. We have an exhibition stand outside there. Thank you.
Thank you.
When are you going to make your first sales?
We have made first sample sales, and we have signed just the second letter of intent with a company from this region, and we're looking to increase our sales volumes in the January and February.
Thank you.
What's the price of the product compared to natural alternatives?
You cannot compare apples with pears. We have a direct competitors. There are two direct competitors, and our price range is slightly lower than theirs, and we're working with different efficacy data and different plant species. So the price is reasonable. We have worked in close collaboration with the industry and discussed the price level as well, so it's reasonable for incorporation. Moreover, this is very active ingredients, and they have to be incorporated below 1% in the final cosmetic product. So the price is in hundreds, is 400 or 500 euros, depending on the product per kilogram, but it's cents for a volume of product.
Where are you unique? In your technology for extraction or for the end product that you deliver?
Our intellectual property and competitive advantage consists of the efficacy of our ingredients, the production process, and as well as the plant species that we use, that we are working with.
Questions? If not, thank you. And thank you startups for presenting. Thank you for listening. For those who came later, those were the companies which are running through the accelerator program in Riga Technical University. And thank you and enjoy the festival. Yes, and Climate Kick startups are coming together for a picture.
It was not.
That was awful. I could hardly understand a word.
You can also join the picture.
Oh, okay.